What's good, y'all? Of course, the second I start talking, the wind kicks up, so hopefully that's not too annoying. But nevertheless, the past couple of really months, but especially like the past month, the past 4 weeks or so, like I have not been in the most talkative mood. I'm really not sure. All the ideas are still pouring into my head and all this type of stuff. But when I came to, turn my phone on and record it, bleh, 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 it just wasn't happening. So I just decided to take that little break, if you will. Whenever I find myself struggling to make videos, I just take a break. And in this break, though, everything I do is multi-purpose. With this break, not only was I having like a mental vacation, but I was also like letting my lower self, run free. And what that comes down to is me just eating whatever I want. And of course, within reason, I'm still eating vegan food, but it's not the raw food, it's not the fruit, it's just whatever I feel like, whatever restaurant has something that looks good that I can eat, that's where I'm going at, I've been having a lot of fun. But, when you start to realize how much money you can quickly add up on spending food, like my food receipts, my food checks, whatever, it's that they look like I'm buying dinner for two. Like I was just like, yo, I've been really enjoying food, huh? All right, it was time to slow it down a little bit. But I've definitely been in my lower self for the past month. Now, the lower self does not mean my evil side. Like, I'm out here like scalping squirrels in my free time. Nothing like that. It's just a side where pretty much everything that they say to avoid, I enjoy it. And I learn just as much from enjoying something as I learn from putting something down. My lower self is the physical, enjoying the physical luxuries of life, and I've really been enjoying that, like watching Netflix, just sitting back, watching long videos on YouTube, not really working out in the most consistent way, just literally doing the opposite of what everything to my highest good is going to bring me, doing the opposite of that, but equally learning at the same time. Now, this is not an excuse to be lazy. This is not an excuse to indulge in your vices and your old addictions. That's not what this is for. It's just learning going the other way. Don't be so high and mighty that you're no earthly good. That's something that rings in my head a lot. So whenever I find myself in my lower self, I don't get scared. I don't say, oh my God, I gotta fix this. Oh my God, I gotta get back to my higher self. It's like, nah, I'm in my lower self. That's where I am right now. Let's see the world from here, and that's just where I've been at. In this meantime, not only have I been indulging in, Netflix and YouTube, like extra YouTube video games, binge watching those Netflix series and all that type of stuff, but I also threw my cast my line into the dating world again. And don't get me wrong, it's interesting to me. And we're going to talk a lot more about this. I'm just giving y'all like an overall catch up. It's interesting to me that people struggle in the dating world. Don't get me wrong. If I had to grade myself right now in the whole dating world, I give myself a solid C+. And what I mean by that, the only reason I'm not like a B to A range is because I literally like take off a whole part of the dating thing, which is like sealing the deal. Finding that real romantic connection. Like intimacy, aka sex. It's like I'm still celibate and dating. That's something that I want to talk about in coming up here soon. But like, when you like quick little thing on that, like when you're dating and celibate, the dating world is just different. It really is, because when you take that away, it's like you take away a lot of power from women, and then you learn about the different age brackets. 23 to 25 is a huge jump. It's like I'm not kidding when I tell you all that. 25 to 27, huge jump. 27 to 23 is scary. But my dating bracket, like age range, is usually around 23 is usually my minimum. And then about like 23 and 30 are about the same thing, because 23-year-olds they think they run the world. Like you females out there, y'all think y'all run the world. And I'm like, yo, sweetie, you just got out of college. Like, relax. You haven't even lived life yet. Like, stop trying to expect so much from me. You don't even know what it takes to get to that level. You see what I'm saying? But that's a whole discussion. And then 30-year-olds, it's like, don't get me wrong, biological clock. But then also, the older they get, the more baggage some people tend to have. It's like I never dated a 30. The oldest I got was 28. I'm 27, quote, quote, 27. So it's like the oldest I got 28. I got the whole smorgasbord, but we got a bunch to talk about on that. But I've just been enjoying life. The things that I've been holding myself off of, the things that I've been refusing to indulge in, the things I've been consciously suppressing, I've just been enjoying. And I'm coming back, wiser for it, A lot of people, they hide from their lower selves. Oh, I can't find myself here. There's balance in everything. It's like if you're being all light, that means your darkness is just as strong, and until you like go back and revisit it, it's going to be rearing its head in different ways that you're not aware of, you know. But I'm still not back in my social mode, but it's like I kind of wanted to stay outside because like I'm starting my fast up, so I wanted to just sit outside a little bit longer, you know. But nevertheless, it's like you gotta enjoy your light, enjoy your dark, because both of them are just a version of light anyway. It's like we have the whole game backwards, you know. Like the dark, it's like, you know, like for example, if you look at the grass is green. Technically, the green is the only thing that grass is not, because that's the only color that was reflected back to you. If I have my light science under like with a good understanding. What I mean by that is everything gets absorbed by every solid that you see. The only thing that you see back is the light that was reflected back. So the only thing that wasn't absorbed is what you see. So technically, the darkness is all of the light, because you shine a light, but just imagine you have a flashlight into like a black hole. Oh my God, it all disappeared. No, that dark hole is actually the brightest thing in existence right now because it absorbed all of the light. But we judge everything by our two eyes. So it's like, oh, that's darker. Oh, that's bad. Dark is bad. And we make all these weird jumps and conclusions when in all actuality, everything else that we've been taught is backwards or a lie anyway. So me saying a black hole is the brightest thing in the cosmos shouldn't be too far-fetched. But some people are here, some people are there. You know, it is what it is. Anywho, I'm talking in circles. You know, I just wanted to let y'all know where I was at. You know, when I come back, I'm going to talk about manifestation, semen retention, dating advice from the C+ hermit. You feel me? It's like I'll be coming back more consistently soon, you know. It's just there's a few more things I got to do. There's a few more, few of my ducks I got to get in the row in my personal life. And then once we get that all sorted out and straightened out, we're going to have some things to talk about. So just wanted to give y'all a quick little update. Don't be scared of your lower self. Your lower self, your dark self, the dark version of yourself is still a part of you. Enjoy it. You know, learn about it like an old friend or something like that. You know, learn new things about your friend that you've been friends with for 20 years. You feel me? It's like do the same thing with the different aspects of yourself. To the next one.